Obviously, it's such a dynamic world, the world of racing, period racing. It has its own language. The look of these cars, the world is something, of course, anyone would be excited about making a film in. But on top of that, what really drove me and what's driven all the choices I make in my work is the characters were just so magnificent and interesting and unique. All of them, from Henry Ford to Enzo Ferrari to Carroll Shelby to Ken Miles, played by, a magnificent cast. In many ways, the cars are so seductive and the action is so seductive that in many ways, for me, it's always trying to make sure that we're making a credible drama at the same time. It's so easy to get lulled into just slamming a movie with action. But what I was trying to do, and what I saw as potential in this project, was in some way trying to make a grown-up action movie. I just make movies that resonate with me, and I hope my taste translates. For me, it's kind of like you took all the technology of modern cinema and made a bit of an old-fashioned movie. I hope that isn't a turnoff to people, but kind of a classically structured, really handsome production with great actors playing great characters and really epic scope and action and dynamism. In many ways, what we don't see anymore at the movie screen, because most of our bigger movies are, let's face it, are aimed at 13-year-old kids. We had, Ken Miles' son, Peter, who is actually a character in the film, was also a consultant with us on the movie. Charlie Agapoo, who's played by Jack McMullen in the movie, who was 19 years old when he was in the pits in 1966, is now an older man, but Bentley dealer in Los Angeles. He was on our set all the time. Our screenwriters interviewed Carroll Shelby while he was still alive, before he passed, for the screenplay. And obviously, races like this, there's a wealth of photographic interviews, all sorts of detailed research you can find about all these characters and the races themselves. I think it's a movie about friendship. I think amid all the noise and fury, the cars and the period, what it's really about is what the kind of friendships we make when we work together. We make all kinds of friends in our lives, but there's nothing like the friends we make who we do stuff with, who we build something with, who we've accomplished something.
Most people know Lee sort of at the apex of his career when he was shrouded in success. And what the movie does is really centers on him at a point in his life when he was very hopeful and ambitious, very young, potentially insecure, very much a fish out of water in a very blue blood company. He's the son of immigrants, and that was really important to Jim. And I think it's going to be interesting to see this character that we all sort of have an idea of, but you sort of strip away the veneer of success and you see what's at his core. So it was a real thrill to play. I'm really honored. It's Jim Mangold, unbelievable script by the Butterworths. Christian and Matt are two heroes of mine, unbelievable supporting cast. And yeah, I've been dying to work with Mr. Mangold for a long time, so I'm glad this worked out.
Leo Beebe was the head of the Ford racing program. He was a great friend with Henry Ford II. They sort of grew up together, and he was very much someone who didn't particularly like Ken Miles or Carroll Shelby, who Matt Damon and Christian Bale play. And therein lies the big conflict of the movie in some ways. I mean, besides the script being extraordinary from the beginning, then you have two of my favorite actors on earth in Matt and Christian. Christian and I got to did American Psycho when we were sort of kids together. So I was this huge respect for him in so many ways, as we all do, but he's really special. And then obviously Jim Mangold, I think, is one of the great American directors. I mean, so, I would have begged to do this. I did beg to do this movie. We had leadership from the top down, obviously Jim being the leader, but then you have these two actors who are two of the most excellent movie stars on earth, who also are deeply respected in the way that they handle their lives and their artistry. And so from the top down, you had greatness.